What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the God Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we got Book Club Sundays, and on today's Book Club Sunday, we are going to be covering Thinking Big, Achieving Greatness, One Thought at a Time. Let's talk about it. It's with Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, and Larry Iverson. So this is really just a book on controlling your mind, the power of thought, the power of positive thinking. It's fairly long. It's about 13-14 hours. But it's a really good book. It just shows the power of positive thought. It shows the power of positive thought. Shows the power of removing intrusive thoughts, removing negative thoughts, having one goal, keeping that goal on your mind no matter what you hear, no matter what you see, no matter what you go through. Continuously keep those positive thoughts in your mind. And it also talks about the power of negative thinking. I'm a big fan of Zig Ziglar. I was fairly new to Les Brown and Larry Iverson, but you know, they're just motivational speakers, and they have some really good excerpts in there where they just talk about what negative thinking does to you, how negative thinking can take you off of your path, how negative thinking can destroy your process, how negative thinking can destroy your momentum, and just different ways and techniques to not think negative and to ensure that you always thinking positive and keeping a clear goal and a vision in your mind. And also talks about how life is spiritual. Life is a spiritual journey. That's a big part of what y'all got to understand. It's like when you begin to have that understanding that life is a spiritual journey. We are a part of the grand consciousness, and life is just a spiritual journey that we live out in the third dimension. Point blank period. There's many other dimensions other than this one that we live in. This is not the only dimension that there is to existence. This is just 3D. This is just the third dimension, where a collection of your thoughts and a collection of atoms and vibration, and this is where we are. You know what I mean? So the power of thought is strong. You know what I mean? The power of thought is strong, and you just need to ensure that you keep your mind positive, and don't be afraid to think big. Don't be afraid to think on a big scale. You know what I mean? Your dreams should scare you. They talk about that in the book, talking about how it's okay to think big. It's okay to think, if you have billion-dollar aspirations, think that way. It's okay to think that. Don't put in your mind, oh, well, that just doesn't make sense. If you really truly believe it and it's gonna come, keep that thought. If you got million-dollar aspirations, if you got corporation aspirations, if you got movie star aspirations, if you got the next big rapper aspirations, if you have all these things start with your mind. You have to think it and believe it. You have to think it and believe it. And when you think it and you believe it, and you keep that mindset, and you put forth the three-dimensional work, because you're gonna, if you continuously put it in your mind, you're gonna put it in the work. Your mind controls your body. You feel what I'm saying? Your mind has control over your body. So if you put in the work in the third dimension, it's gonna get done, and you're gonna eventually get to where you want to get to. You get what I'm saying? So definitely, man, it's a beautiful book, man. Y'all check it out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's the God Hoods Billionaire, big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the God Hoods Billionaire, big favor, big abundance, man. And I got a bunch of videos coming for y'all this week, man, celebrating the full year, man. I'm excited and just want to just continue to keep growing and growing the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's the God Hoods Billionaire, big favor, big abundance, man. I'm gone.